All right, on the phone, I believe we have KPIX 5 reporter Jessica Flores. And Jessica, thanks for joining us. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi, it's Alan Martin. Jessica, can you tell me how close you are to the fire? I know you're just arriving, but tell me where you are and what you can see.
Alan, I can see flames. Smoke is covering the hillside and the homes here, these condos here in the old Leona quarry. And really, I have ashes falling on my car, falling on me right now. There's a heavy police presence right now. They're evacuating residents in this area near Campus Drive. And really all of these new buildings that you just talked about with Roberta, these new builds here. And they're actually even building more buildings behind these homes, which I can't see if those have been damaged or what has been damaged, because the air is just filled with smoke right now. And again, ashes just falling like snow everywhere at this point. There are residents coming, trying to get to their homes and get things that they need for the night if this is going to be a long firefight tonight. And I know that police are allowing some people to get into their homes and get things, but those that are closer to the smoke and the fire, they're just telling everyone to leave this area right now. Alan?
And can you tell us how close can you tell the flames are coming to some of these homes?
It's really hard for me to see because the smoke is just so thick right now. Every now and then the wind will blow and I can get a little bit of a better vantage point, but it does look like it's mostly in the hill at this point, but again, I just don't know. They are building some newer condos and homes behind the homes that are already occupied, so I don't know if those homes have been affected at all. Tell
us about the firefight that you're seeing. What we have seen is a few hoses in the backyards of people's homes at the top of the ridge, but also CAL FIRE's done some retardant drops that we've seen. What are you seeing?
Alan, I've also seen some of those drops from the smaller planes. At my vantage point right now, I am not with the firefighters. I'm in the kind of the bottom of that old Leona quarry. So I'm not actually seeing the firefighters. What I'm seeing right now is police officers making sure that folks do not go up into the hillside, and they're trying to just basically get everybody out of this area, not only because of the fire, but the smoke is just overwhelming. So I can't see exactly what the firefighters are doing from my vantage point, but I have seen several of those drops.
But you've also seen people or residents trying to get into the area, not evacuate, but get in to try to get their personal belongings?
Exactly, because, you know, at this point, we don't know how long this is going to take, if this is going to take all night. And I actually live in this area, so that is why I am here. I came upon this after my morning shift and was, you know, obviously very frightened that it got some of these buildings, and I was just trying to figure out if, you know, my home was among, you know, was damaged at all, but at the same time, I just can't see if any homes have been damaged at this hour.
Well, certainly, I mean, I want you to do your job, but I don't want you to keep you from salvaging. If you feel like you need to save your personal belongings, memories, and so forth, I know you need to go. So just tell me that if you want to go. But I really appreciate your eyewitness account and being where you are, because
and at this point, I can tell you that the flames that I see are, I mean, I'm just guessing at this point, but it looks like maybe 200 yards back from the home. They're not. It doesn't look like it's. It doesn't look like it's too far. So I know that the firefighters here are going to be trying their best to make sure that this doesn't get closer to these homes, because these homes are built into the hills. They're basically up the Leona quarry, and they're built all around the hill. And this has been, I'm sure, a concern for a long time as it heats up, and there's a lot of dry vegetation out here that can fuel that fire.
I know you haven't lived in the area all that long, but in the time that you've been there, has this ever happened before? Have you ever had a scare like this in the area because of fire racing up the hill?
No, not at all. I know, you know, there's obviously been a history of Oakland hillside fires, but in the time that I've been here in the last year or so, I haven't had any of these concerns. But this is, I mean, it's pretty scary. I'm kind of at the top of this hill, right? You know, that's where I live, so I'm just keeping my eye on it. I was told that I could go in my house and get some belongings. and I plan to do that shortly.
Yeah, I think I'm going to let you go because, you know, I don't want you to worry about that too much. I want you to be safe. If you have time to get in and get what you need and get out, we'll hear back from you at that time. So Jessica Flores, KPIX 5 reporter, telling us that she was just finishing her shift, which covers the morning show here and the noon show here, and was on her way home. That's why she happens to be so close to the area. We have other crews that are headed to the scene. Chopper 5 is there as you see one of the CAL FIRE helicopters making a direct water drop on the flames that are coming up the hill.